This is Andrea Shea for WBUR. I'm standing outside Shelton Hall, which is a dorm at Boston University, where there have been reports of paranormal disturbances on the fourth floor.
The fourth floor of Shelton Hall is the Writers' Corridor. It's a specialty community for students who have an interest in writing, for kids who are English majors, playwrights, poets, any kind of marginal interest that they have. They can come here, live in a community where they can share their passion. The community began after the legendary American playwright Eugene O'Neill died on this floor, where this building used to belong to the Sheraton hotel chain. And Eugene O'Neill had a room at the other end of the building until his death, where he died here actually in 1953. And the university purchased the building in 1954. So ever since then, students who have been living on this floor in particular have felt his presence still and have had numerous encounters with his ghost, or so they believe.
My experience with him is that I'm actually performing a play that he wrote on campus very soon, as a matter of fact. It's my first play ever, so I'm sort of a little bit nervous about that, but it's one of his more ambitious plays, Iceman Cometh, and I have the role of Parrot, and it's a little bit daunting since it's my first real theater role, but I expected him to haunt me at some point in time because, I'm not doing terribly well with his lines.
I actually live in Eugene's room. I live with Eugene, it's great, and we haven't actually had any weird paranormal things happening. People keep stealing Sharpies from the Eugene board, but that's about it.
Kids have really gotten into the spirit of Eugene O'Neill's ghost, and I have a bulletin board that's kind of a free expression board where students can write strange encounters that have happened to them. It is an old building, there are creaky pipes, but there's some creepy events that just are inexplicable. The elevator doors will open without being called, the lights will flicker. The lights are naturally dimmer on this floor, even though we've had apparently electricians come to try and brighten them.
His final days here were kind of tortured. It's sad. He and his wife Carlotta lived here for the last year or so, year to two of his life, and they had a very tortured relationship. They moved here after a knockdown, drag-out fight up in Marblehead, and they reconciled here, and there was great hope, and there's evidence of much love between them, but also fights that they had with each other. And gradually he became less and less able to do very much, and he would spend a lot of time in bed. He was often sedated. There's some question about whether Carlotta sedated him more than he needed to be from time to time. And in the end, there's a famous line of O'Neill that he shot up in bed one day very close to the end of his life and said, "Born in a goddamn hotel room, dying in a hotel room."
I don't think anyone's really afraid of Eugene, because as far as we know, he's never done anything malicious towards any students, or we've never attributed anything malicious to him. He's always been a peaceful ghost, and a lot of students have found inspiration in his presence.